So y'all, I'm not gonna believe this, right? This year, Matt and I started doing our annual best friend trip, where one person will plan the trip and the other person has no idea about it, so you're surprised. So, why Matt picks me up from my apartment and then we're going? We were driving to JFK, which I thought was hella suspicious because this bitch showed up mad fucking late. And I was hella anxious. I'm like, oh my God, we're not gonna make this flight because he kept saying, oh, it departs at 7 p.m., blah, blah, blah. And it was like 3 something. I'm like, oh my God, we're never gonna make it. So then, like, we ended up getting off at this town. I think it's called like New Windsor or something. They have an international airport here. I never even heard of this place. Side note. But anyways, so then he was like, "Oh, I think it's making us go like around the city, blah blah blah, this and that." And I'm sitting there thinking like, "You can only get to the city like over the bridge. What are you talking about?" Hella confused. Yeah. So we get to that airport, and I'm thinking this whole time like, "Oh my God, like I can't believe it's having us go this random way," and thinking like we're gonna be hella late. We're not gonna make our flight. We're going to the airport. So then he's like, "Oh, guess where we're going?" And I was like, "Oh, I have no idea." And he's like, "Just guess." And I was like, "Oh, maybe Prague." Y'all, why does motherfucker give me a plane ticket for Reykjavik, Iceland? So you know what bitch was hyped. I want to have my outdoor girly experience. I was hyped. Then we go check in our luggage. Y'all, why the lady who was checking the luggage gave us back our ticket? She gave us two. And it was like, okay, so your flight will board at such and such time here, and then you'll land in Reykjavik, and then you'll leave Reykjavik for fucking Dublin, y'all. Fucking Dublin. So guess what? I'm going to Ireland. Hey y'all. So I'm in Ireland. I forget the name of the town I'm in, but it is so freaking cute here. I'm like sitting by the water. I just left one of the oldest bars in Ireland. I think it might be one of the oldest bars in the world, if I'm not mistaken. It was like created back in like 900 AD, so pretty effing old. I tried my first pint of Guinness, and I'm surprised to say that I actually really liked it. It tastes like coffee. But now I'm waiting for Matt to finish it while he's on the phone with his brother, and I'm kind of just chilling by the water until he comes out. So it is many hours later. I don't remember the last clip I left off. Maybe we were like by the water, and I forget the name of that town. I'm not even gonna lie. It was the cutest town though. Make sure to add clips of it. But I drove us to our next destination. We're staying at a hotel in Galway. And getting here was quite the experience, not gonna lie. So obviously I've never driven on the other side of the road with the steering wheel on the other side of the car for me. So it was so weird, but it was actually like really fun. First starting out, I definitely, I definitely kept getting like the blinkers mixed up because like I thought like, I'm used to, just doing it on the left side, my left hand, like that muscle memory, and it's like literally on the opposite side. So I had to keep reminding myself like, oh, use your right hand. Hopefully this doesn't mess me up too much in the future. Um, but then like everything else went kind of smoothly. Yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed driving out here. But now we got to Galway like several hours ago. We checked into our hotel, washed up, laid down, took a little nap, excuse me, and then we went out and got dinner at this place called Milano. It's like a pizzeria, which wasn't our initial intentions. We wanted to have like a traditional Irish dinner, but you had to like make reservations at all of those places, and when we just like wanted to kind of walk in and get a table, everything was already like booked up and they didn't have it open any more additional seats. And a lot of the restaurants in this area close, or the kitchens like close at like 9 p.m. and we went out and it was like maybe like 8:30, got down to the area, like to the little city center, or like the well, yeah, I guess you could call it the city center area, around like a little after 9. So like pretty much everything was like closing up. Not everything, but like the kitchen sides of these restaurants were closing up, because a lot of them are like I think they're like, I don't know what I would consider them, but they're like, they have a bar and then a restaurant in them as well. I don't know what that's technically called, but because I want to kind of make myself sound stupid and not know what the hell I'm talking about. But the bar sections of these places were obviously still open. It was very like, oh, there was so much nightlife. Like, it's actually kind of lit out here. But all of the kitchens were closed. So we ended up just kind of walking around until we found a place that was just like, oh, you can just come in without reservation. And the first place we found was Milano's with the pizza. It was actually really good. Then we kind of, we walked that piece off and then we had grabbed some gelato and we walked back to our hotel, which is like a 15-minute walk from the city center area, which isn't bad at all. I'm actually really surprised because I thought my ankle was really gonna be like screaming at me, but it didn't. Now, we're back at the hotel. We stopped at the gas station around the corner. Actually, side note, so you can't like enter the stores at night. You have to like purchase everything at like this little window and they give it to you through like these little box. So we just stopped and grabbed some waters. These are really huge, and I brought 2 bottles of this and it was only €2, so like 214 USD, which isn't bad at all. So I'm going to shower, lay down, and look up things to do for tomorrow. But I'll see you guys then. Bye. We are on the move. We are walking through Galway. We just had breakfast. We did 2 full Irish breakfasts. Super full, hella protein. Now we're gonna walk it off, and then later on we're gonna head out and start driving to Dublin and do a couple things in that area.